Hello everyone and welcome back to Chris Aquatics. Now in today's video we're going to be doing a nature pond design with this rope bucket. I'll have a picture appearing on the screen up here of what it is. So I think I paid about $13, maybe just under $14 for this. So we're going to try to set this up for just under 30 bucks. So it's about 65 liters for this bucket here. And I'm setting it up next to my other ponds that I've got right here. And I'm going to use mixtures of different types of plants from these ponds into the new setup. So this is my old setup for my goldfish pond, and we're going to be moving a majority of these plants into the new setup that we're making now. So the goldfish are in here. They're always hiding because it's winter now in Australia. But there's, I think, 6 or 7 in here at the moment. So I'm going to be moving everything across, but we got to set up the first pond first. So let's do that. Now for the substrate, we're using a bit of this naturalistic gravel that I have from when we saved the goldfish, and it's river sand. So this is going to take a bit of time to wash. So I'm going to start doing that and we can set up the substrate. While I'm washing the sand, you can see with this river sand how murky the water becomes by stirring it up. The reason we're calling this a nature pond and not a pond is because we're not using a filter on this one. We'll put this under the wood so you can hear me better. We're not using a filter in this setup. We're just going to be using nature and its plants to do the filtering. I don't have filters on any of my ponds, so that's what I do. So you can kind of see on this side how it's a lot more clearer now. It took me about 5 minutes to properly wash it. Do this with all your sand, otherwise you're going to be in the world of nightmares. But yeah. And now that we've added the gravel on top, there's a good probably 3-4 centimeters thick of substrate, which is more than enough to plant some plants in it. Now if you're trying to keep this on a budget as cheap as this one is just a simple tub I found on the side of the road with some water, sand and floaters. You can use different types of floaters. So you got Azolla here, or mosquito phone. Let it focus for you guys. And there's some red root. So your best bet would to be grow these out and then sell these to buy more nicer plants for your pond. But I've already got some plants, so I'm going to set them up in this tub and we'll see how it looks. Now using this Alocasia as a perfect example, so you can see it, there's a couple of different leaves on it. The root system is huge, and this was planted in a terracotta pot. So this is the kind of sort of growth you want to get in your nature ponds. So I'm going to have this whole back section of just roots, and I don't really plan on having to worry about this because it's for the fish. Our viewing pleasure is going to be at the front here where we can see them swimming around. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. Now on this Alocasia, you can see how big the roots got on it as well. So the pot's at the base, and you've got all these different plants that are growing out sides of it. So that's going to shoot out new plants. This is too. There you go. For all these babies. That's red root. Put that in this pond. You can see here, this one already has shot out babies. So I can just pull this one off. Won't be able to do it. Oh, there we go. And you can see that's a whole different plant that will grow. But yeah, we're going to get this in there as well. So we're going to set this one up in this back corner as well, leaving still there's a lot of front section. I'm going to plant some other plants on these edges. But now I'm just going to fill this up, and I added a bit of a dead piece of leaf. Hopefully I can bring it back. But yeah, just going to fill the pond up, and I'll update you guys when that's done. So it's been filled up. I haven't added the goldfish yet, but I just added plant because I still want the water to not have chlorine in it. When it comes out of the tap, it's gonna have chlorine in it. It's in the afternoon here in Australia, so I'm gonna get the goldfish in and we can take a look after I add some photos as well. So it's the next morning and we can see the goldfish now, and we're gonna feed them. Some pellets is what I feed them. So they'll come up and eat. So I actually forgot how many I had. I've actually got 9 in here, which is pretty cool. So that's the one that we rescued with the white nose. I'm hoping that they just don't eat the Azolla because it's what's stopping the birds from being able to spot them. But you can sort of see how with just the basic setup, you can do something pretty nice. This is without adding more plants. I just wanted to make this simplistic so I could show you guys. You don't have to add these. You can just use the floating plants and let them grow in until you have other fish too. So yeah. I just remembered, so I wanted to quickly film and mention. So I plan on adding the different stems throughout this pond instead of just having the roots from the alocasias. However, I don't have any stems that these guys won't eat at the moment. So I was looking to see if you guys have any ideas of what I could add, and I'll give it a go. Otherwise, I'll try some hornwort. Maybe they might not eat that. I have a surplus of that in this pond, I'm fairly sure. So we can give that a go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you have any opinions or thoughts on other things I could add to this, or what you guys have done in the past that worked for you, as I'm always open to ideas. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.